Well, good morning, everybody. How are we all doing today? It is Friday. The weather is gorgeous. I hope it holds out for the weekend. Voice is still a little struggling. So I'm going to try and make this one a quicker one. I wanted to talk to you guys about some numbers today and a little interesting phenomenon I noticed a few years back. Numbers specifically that we're talking about today are 666 and 777. So, of course, 666 is the number of the beast. And, of course, if 666 is the number of the beast, what's 668? The neighbor of the beast. And who's 664? The guy next door. But I wanted to talk to you about 666, obviously the number of the beast. Cool Iron Maiden song, mentioned that the other day, but is basically just the mark of the devil. It's been used in pop culture to refer to anything sinister. It's kind of a bad omen. If I see that on a receipt or if it comes up at the gas pump, I tend to want to purchase something a little extra. I don't always, but it's a bad sign when it does come up, to me, and I think to a lot of people. It was used in cryptography of some kind. People have argued that the number of the beast actually refers to the Roman Emperor Nero. And you can look up more about that. I don't really know the numbers of it. But in particular, it's just a bad luck sign, a symbol of evil. Used, of course, in the movie Omen. Damien had it as a birthmark on the back of his head. Now the number 777, just the opposite. In Christian and Jewish traditions, it's a number of good luck, of power, of the perfect numbers, symbol of God in heaven. They, of course, 777s across the board is a winner on slot machines, big winner. And then, of course, in Final Fantasy, if you Final Fantasy 7 at least, if you manage to get your character had to have a 7777 in their health, 4 sevens, of course. You get some kind of massive bonus, and there's a trick where if you have your character at the max HP, 9999, and you wear certain armors and cast certain spells, you can have it so their max HP is 7777, so you can stick there a little more frequently. But the thing that I found interesting, and I'm going to have to preface this by saying if you're not familiar with Douglas Adams, I'll have to explain that to you as well. 42 is the number which is the answer to the question to the meaning of the universe. The thing is that they didn't know what the question was. So the number 42 is incredibly important. And you would see people, when I was in high school, you'd see people writing that all over the place. People just throw it up wherever. 42 is a significant number in that regard. Now, if you multiply 666 by 777, you come up with a number somewhere in the neighborhood of 57,482, something like that. If you take the digit 4 and 2 out of that number and you come up with the remainder, and you then, what that remainder is, divide it by 666, the answer begins with 777. And vice versa is also true. If you take that number with the digits 4 and 2 removed, and you divide it by 777, you get an answer that begins with the digit 666, which is, to me, incredibly strange. And I just got that by playing with a calculator one day. It's always struck me as unusual. I don't see any significance to it whatsoever. Now, a couple other points of note is that 666 is a triangular number, which means it is the sum of series of numbers 1 through 36. If you add those up and sum, you'll come up with 666. And there were a myriad of numerical fun facts about 666 that I found interesting to look at, but then immediately forgot when I was researching it last night. However, 777 had no such interesting fun facts, which I found intriguing. But I hope you like numbers. Hey, Number File. If you haven't watched any Number File on YouTube, you should. And if you ever run across any strange coincidences on playing with a calculator or in geometry class, anything that you found interesting about mathematics at all, I'd love to hear about it. And regardless, I hope you have a nice weekend. Hope the weather's great where you are.